In the living hills of Villa Maria del Triunfo, where the city meets the Lima sky, and each day tastes of effort and hope, Hector was born. Since childhood, he heard a silent voice, the voice of the line, of color, and of that which cannot be seen but is felt deeply. From his earliest years, when reality still had the shape of school notebooks and childhood dreams, Hector discovered that his hands carried a different impulse. He drew caricatures, characters that sprang from his imagination with a unique freshness. While other children ran, he ran with his mind. While others played, he played with the pencil. In those early lines, one could already sense the artist being born. Over time, his curiosity led him to study advertising, a path that enriched his visual talent and broadened his view of aesthetics, communication, and creativity. Yet, although the professional world offered him different routes, his heart always returned to pure art, that intimate impulse that had been with him since childhood. Music also touched his spirit. Hector composed and produced musical pieces as an amateur, driven by emotion and by the search for a language beyond words. But although music was part of his journey, his destiny had a deeper and more powerful axis: drawing and visual creation. Then something essential occurred, what many would call intuition. But for him came as revelations, dreams, and visions. Images of light, figures, symbols, fragments of something greater than himself. And these visions, far from fading upon waking, transformed into works, drawings, paintings, and later sculptures. With no masters, no academies, no external structures, Hector chose the path of the self-taught artist. Like all free spirits who understand that art is born from the inside out, every tool he picked up, every material he explored, every technique he studied on his own became a dialogue with his vocation. In some cases, necessity led him to craft his own tools to carry out his work. And then something essential happened. He discovered within himself a profound, almost sacred calling. It wasn't just art. It wasn't merely expression. It was a mission. Hector began restoring religious images, bringing life, light, and dignity back to them. With patience, respect, and devotion, he rebuilt faces, hands, garments, textures, as if in doing so, he restored not only sculptures, but also memories, faith, and emotions in those who would contemplate them afterward. This spiritual and artistic work became his signature. While others search for their place in the world, Hector found his in the bridge between the human and the divine, between art and faith, between the visible and the invisible. His hands work the material, but it is his spirit that guides each movement, as if a gentle force from above whispered where to go next. Today, Hector is a restorer, sculptor, caricaturist, and creator of inner worlds. He is Peruvian, proudly from Lima, a son of Villa Maria del Triunfo, who has transformed adversity into talent and sensitivity into a lifelong work. His story is not just that of an artist. It is the story of a man who listens to his dreams, who honors his revelations, and who understands that each piece can be an offering, a prayer, a bridge between people and the light. In his workshop, where the echo of the city barely brushes the walls, Hector works in silence, as if time paused around him. Among wires, brushes, spatulas, and fragments of plaster, he moves with a deep calm, almost ritualistic. Every tool seems to recognize him, as if calling his name. He picks them up gently, knowing that in his hands, a work begins to awaken. His work is neither noisy nor rushed. It is a mystery unfolding in silence, an intimate dialogue between his hands and the material. Sometimes, while smoothing a face or restoring a broken hand, he clearly feels that he is not alone. A gentle force, a light he knows comes from the Creator, guides him with precision, a sacred impulse telling him where to touch, what to correct, how to bring back life. Hector observes every detail with devotion, the line of a fold, a forgotten texture, the expression yearning to be reborn. He does not work out of obligation, but out of calling. Each day he enters his workspace, he feels a greater energy waiting for him, as if the workshop were a small temple where the divine takes place. Thus, in silence, amid dust, the scent of resins, and the soft scrape of tools, Hector transforms the broken into the sacred, the old into the new, the forgotten into light. His activity is more than restoration. It is an act of faith, of devotion, and of connection with that celestial force that inspires his art and shows him the way. Throughout the centuries, artists have walked quietly between shadows and light. Painters, sculptors, restorers, beings marked by a gift one does not choose, a calling that rises from the soul and not from the system. Many of them were not recognized in their time. Their hands, capable of bringing life back to the broken, of revealing the hidden beauty in matter, were often ignored by a society that measures worth by titles, diplomas, and acceptable professions. The artist is sometimes seen as someone without direction, as if creating were not work, as if the restoration of the spirit through beauty were lesser than any traditional profession. They are expected to be lawyers, doctors, architects, engineers, in order to be someone, as if art were not a powerful bridge between humanity and the divine. Hector will continue working and contributing silently in his field. Even if they are not always accepted, they continue creating, continue restoring life, continue uplifting hearts, continue reminding us that the soul exists.